Hello, I'm on the Mesa in St. George today to do a little prenatal yoga video. Will you begin with me by taking a nice deep breath in and exhaling out, centering yourself in this moment that we have together. Breathe in peace, gratitude for the opportunity to move your body today in a positive way. And let go of any worries or concerns that you might have as you exhale. Set a tone for your practice of ease and gratitude. We'll begin with a little sequence today. Inhale your arms up onto your toes. Exhale down 2 more times. And then with your feet firmly planted, at least shoulder width apart, or a little more, we'll just inhale up and bend to the side. And exhale as you come down. And we'll do that 2 more times on each side. Next we'll do a twist. So inhale your arms up to the side, and we're only twisting the upper body. Keep the hips pointed forward. Just turn and look over your left shoulder as your arms move around. Exhale to the center. Inhale. Exhale. And we'll do that for a total of 3. And then we're back to the upward salute. Inhaling peace and ease, and letting go of anything that isn't serving you today. And as we go into the twist, maybe you want to bend your knees a little bit, keeping those hips facing forward as much as you can. Now we'll do a little variation. Inhale up, and as you exhale, drag the elbows down and forward fold a little bit, sweeping the hands behind you, and then all the way up onto the toes if you've got balance for it, or just stay flat. Again, regulating your breath. As we go to the side, again, you could bend one knee and look up at the sky or the ceiling, as the case may be, just to change the angle of what you're doing. Maybe feel it in a few different places in your body. Always go with what's comfortable. No pain allowed. Again, we'll bend into this twist. Maybe bring your fingertips all the way to one shoulder. Regulating the breath. going to go into a chair pose. Again, your feet are at least shoulder distance apart or a little wider. We're going to bring our arms up, and instead of going all the way up as we would in non-prenatal, we'll keep our arms straight ahead. So sweep your arms up, lean into your heels, sit back into the chair, tuck the tailbone a little bit, and straighten your arms, gazing softly forward. Breathe in and breathe out deeply and completely. I want to get 3 or 4 breaths in all these held poses. And on the next exhale, we're going to bend forward. Keep those knees bent and just bring the hands down, back behind you, and then up into the chair again. Again, we're going to hold for or breathe 3 breaths. Now, if you need to stand up to relieve your legs from that contraction, go ahead anytime you need to, and then just come back into it. And then exhale, arms go back. And again, hold for 3 breaths. Straighten up anytime. And then come back down. Nice. All right, coming on up, coming into mountain pose. Your feet are straight ahead again, and shoulders and hips are lined up. Your weight is evenly distributed in your feet. We're going to roll the shoulders back. And forward. Nice. And let's take the head and inhale. And as you exhale, turn over your left shoulder. Look over to the left. And then exhale back to center. Inhale to the right. Looking over the wall or the scenery. Keeping everything level. And one more of those, side to side. And next we'll go up and down. So coming back to that neutral center, looking up, and feeling a nice stretch through your neck to your chin. Bring your chin to toward your chest again, and then inhale up. Now don't overdo this here, just a gentle movement and no extreme stretching. One more here. Nice. Now we're going to go into a little sun salutation. And so turn your left foot towards your toes, pointing to the short edge of the mat. We're going to adjust our feet to however much of a lunge we want to do. You might want to work your back foot back until you're in a nice, comfortable stride. Turning your hips toward the short edge of the mat. Now your outer hip isn't going to be even with the inner one. So if you've got your left leg here, your right hip is a little bit back from your left hip. Engage your back leg nice and firm, squeeze the glutes, push that back foot into the mat, and then engage the right leg in the lunge. You want to be a little less deep than you would be for non-prenatal yoga. It's important to keep your balance and stability, so don't go too deep here. Inhale the arms up, and the gaze is forward, straight ahead of the wall or the scenery. Focus on your breath and engaging the back leg and the front leg and straightening the arms. Hips and shoulders should be lined up so you're not stooping forward or leaning back. And focusing on the breath. Again, we're looking for 3 or 4 breaths. We've been here for a while, so we'll take one more here. And then open up the arms, palms down toward the ground, and we're opening the hips forward now. Shoulders and hips are still lined up. Front and back arm are lined up. Check your back arm, and then turn your head, gazing over your left hand. Again, think about your back leg being engaged, your feet evenly distributing the weight, as well as in your right foot, you're distributing the weight evenly, engaging that leg. Breathe in and out deeply, completely. Give that peace into your heart. And then let's straighten out that left leg. So now we have 2 legs that are straight, and we're going to do a triangle pose. So the right arm comes up toward the sky, and then just reach down your leg to whatever degree you want, keeping those hips flat and forward. We're not stooping like this if we can. Keep it up high so that you're feeling the stretch through the side body here and not stooping. And then you can take it to whatever degree you want, but do not put your hand on your knee and put pressure on your knee. Alrighty, we'll come on out of that and go back into the Warrior 2 pose. It's turning the left palm toward the sky. We're going to sweep the hand straight up for a reverse warrior. So your right hand is gently touching your leg. Again, focusing on engaging your legs and straightening that arm up and bending and feeling the stretch, breathing deeply here. And then we'll come back into Warrior 2 and straighten the bent leg. Turning your feet toward the long edge of the mat now. Heel toe yourself in a little bit so you've got some nice stability. 45-degree angle with the feet. We're going to do some center straddle poses right now. Inhale up, we're in star here. Let's take a couple breaths. And then exhale the arms down behind the back, clasp, interlock the fingers, and then work on opening up the chest area and giving a nice full-hearted breath here. You might want to engage your arms by straightening and pushing them out away from your back so you can feel it in your tricep area. Again, taking those deep breaths. And let go there. Back up into star. Bending the knees, we'll come down into goddess pose and straighten back up to star. Let's do 3 more breaths here. Inhale up and exhale down. Flex the arms. Keep the shoulders and hips lined up, stacked up straight, and really feel that in your arm muscles and your quads. One more, and then we'll go back up into star. Sweep the hands down behind you, clasp the hands. Take a breath here, engage your arm muscles. One more breath, and we'll come back up into star and goddess 4 times. Sweep the hands down behind you again and clasp the hands. Let's forward fold, keeping those hands engaged, arms engaged. and come back up. And let's do one more. That felt really good. Okay, shake out the hands and arms. We're going to go into this right side here for the Sun Salutation flow. Turning your right foot towards the short edge of the mat and working your back toes forward. Your back toes are a little bit at an angle, pointing forward. And now turn your hips forward. Inhale the arms up and bend into that lunge. Remember to engage that back leg, squeeze the glutes. Think about the weight being distributed evenly in your feet and bending into that front lunge. Knee is over ankle, not extended beyond the ankle area. Focus on straightening the arms, stacking the shoulders over the hips, getting those big deep breaths here. And now we'll open up into Warrior Two. So bring the hips towards the long edge of the mat. Arms are out straight. Check your back arm and your front arm. They're even. Palms are down. We're engaging the front leg a lot here. And breathing, looking over the right fingertips. Making sure you're not stooping forward. Keep your shoulders and everything lined up over your hips. Anytime you need to straighten that bent leg, feel free, and then just get back into it. And now we'll straighten it on purpose. Drop the right hand down. Sweep the left up and tip over a little bit. Keep your shoulders and your hips forward, open, and then wherever you end up with your arm is where you want to feel that stretch. And your hand is just gently on your thigh, feeling the stretch, getting the big breaths. Now bend that knee just a little bit as you come out of that. Protect your back. And we're going to go into reverse warrior. Drop into the lunge again. Left hand gently on the thigh area. Right arm comes up. Reverse warrior here. Breathe in. Either look forward or up at the ceiling or sky. Let's come out into Warrior Two again, and then straighten the leg. Bring the toes forward toward the mat. Bring the heels back so you're in that 45-degree angle again. And we'll inhale up into Star and down into Goddess. Two more times. Flexing everything. And again, let's do a forward fold with the hands clasped behind the back and just go down halfway. Engage those arms, looking at the ground, feeling the hamstrings stretching in the back of your legs. Take a breath. And then pushing into the floor, raise yourself back up. Inhale up again. And we'll go into the Goddess sequence. Hands sweep down behind as you forward fold. Engage the legs, engage the arms. Keep your balance, your focus on the floor. Push your feet into the ground. Bend your knees if you need to a little bit. Push, push, push up, right on up. Inhale up again. This is our last time for the goddess. And last time to sweep down behind and forward fold. If you haven't been able to clasp your hands and straighten your arms and you've just been keeping your arms straight behind you, that's fine. It's your way of doing the pose. Really, any variation that you do is great. Just be glad you're here, stretching and moving. Let's circle the shoulders. Relax the hands. Maybe you want to shake them out a little bit. And bring your feet back into mountain pose position. And shake out those feet. We're going to be standing the whole time today. To end, we'll do some hip stretches here. If you'll just lean into your right leg and pop that hip out, just lean into it, bending the other knee on your left leg, and then shift your weight to the other side. Breathing deeply as you go. And then we'll do a version of cat-cow, bending forward with your hands on the top of your thighs. Just sit back like into a chair pose, but we're gonna round the back up, bring the shoulders forward just a little bit, looking at the floor so you keep your balance good. And then as you inhale, just straighten the back up and lift the chin up as far as you're comfortable. And then as you exhale, round the back and bring the chin toward the chest, not too far. And inhale and just coordinate the breath. With the inhale is the cow, the exhale is the cat with the rounded back. Make sure you're not putting pressure on your knees. I just had to adjust up a little bit myself. It's great. A great pose to do anytime during the day when you might be having some backache. You could use a chair, grab onto a chair for support, or the countertop, or whatever you're by, and just round that back. You don't have to do much of an arch. Babies counterbalance and pull that arch out all day long, so just focus on the cat and the breathing. You could keep doing that as long as you want. But we'll end here in mountain pose. Shoulders and hips are lined up with ankles, or a little bit wider stance, so you feel nice and balanced. Inhale up and exhale, hands to prayer. You might want to close your eyes and take a couple of breaths here and just focus in on gratitude that you moved your body, that you centered yourself, that you grounded yourself with the breath and with your thoughts of positive things such as gratitude, appreciation, and care. May carry that with you all day to help you have the energy and strength that you need to face any challenges that arise. Namaste.